How's practice today?
Practice was good. It was
Yeah.
a very physical scrimmage, and I seen a lot of guys just fly around and stuff like that. So it was good.
Yeah, how you feeling so far in camp?
I'm feeling good. Like my new role now is very great. So like I'm loving it a lot.
What is that role? What do you see your role as on the team this year?
Being like the defensive leader, the defense, the first person on defense that can count on to always make a play and do my job.
Is that leadership role something that's natural for you? You have to like step into that.
No, that's natural. I've always been a leader because I always was the best at everything I did. Whether it was high school, JUCO, or college. So like stepping into that leader role is nothing to me.
How is it different being the top guy at your position group compared to previous years here, being behind somebody on the depth chart?
Oh, it's just truly a blessing. It's a testimony to how much work I put in over the years. Like every single year, I just keep on growing, getting better. So like, yeah, I'm really proud of myself.
Does that add to your confidence level? It sounds like from hearing you talk just so far, you're a very confident guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it did a little bit, and I just, just thank God for it, growing up.
How do you respond to the challenge of being, potentially the number one pass rusher here, or the guy that the team leans on for that role?
I don't feel like there's no pressure, no challenge. Really, it's just like I know the playbook. I made a couple plays before, and now I'm just locked in on like just making all the plays I can this year.
Yeah, you've been effective in that role and the opportunities you've had. What makes you a standout pass rusher? What skills lead to that?
Just basically just having a good IQ. Me just knowing like how to tackle set. Me just also being an athlete, working on my game.
How are you different as a player now from when you first got to UTSA?
I'm different. Maturity level, I'm different. Knowledge-wise from football, I'm different. Them coaches really like got into me and made me like the man I really wanted to be eventually.
Yeah, you mentioned the maturity part of it. What are some ways that you can see that you've kind of grown up or changed in that sense?
Just like on and off the field, just like how I focus better in the classroom, or how like I'm just like plus one, or everybody make sure y'all runs the ball, or accountability. Like I can't just be the guy like saying something not backing it up.
A couple guys have said plus one. What does that mean?
It means like every time you're on the field, get one more yard off the field to make sure you're finishing through the line.
Gotcha. Did that stuff all just kind of happen gradually that you get better at those things? Or like, was there a turning point for you where you felt like you started to mature or approach things differently?
No, sir, just gradually. Just keep on this consistency, stacking days.
What does that say about the culture here? A lot of guys talk about that. Does that sort of lead to that sort of development? What's it been like being a part of UTSA football in that sense?
It's been great because our coaches just like them coaching peers really means a lot to us, not only just on the football field, it means a lot to us in life. So there's always just embracing our culture on everybody. Soon enough, one of us is going to mature, or all of us should, yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard that Trey Moore was transferring?
That, he was a good player, and then like he's, going to the next stage of his life. That's it.
Did it put anything different on you to be the guy who has to kind of step into that role now? Does any pressure come with that?
No, sir, because, I practice the same still. My goals are still the same. It's just, he just went to another school.
What was it like getting your first start in the bowl game?
It was very exciting. It was very, it was a new experience for me because I never had that, obviously. But, I'm just glad that, like, our team just played overall well, not just me.
How do you think you played last year, specifically in the bowl game when you got that opportunity to play more?
I feel like last season I played good. Definitely some plays I missed out on the field. But now since my roles, just more reps and stuff like that, I feel like I would make up from that.
How would you describe yourself? Like maybe people didn't notice you last year or the years you've been here before. How would you describe your play on the field?
My play on the field, I'm a juggernaut. I really run to the ball. I have a high motor. I just love the game so much. So you'll see my passion on the field all the time. You'll see me beating on my chest or doing a little celebration after the play because I just love being around football and I love playing football here in San Antonio.
Is that how you've always seen yourself as a player? What things have you added to that during your time here? How are you different as a player now versus when you first arrived?
Not necessarily add nothing, just consistency. Like I always make plays, but it's like, can you make that play 4 drives in straight, or can you just make that play one and just be satisfied? Me, I'm not satisfied. I want to keep making plays, anything that results in winning.
You have a lot of other guys in that room at your position who are kind of unproven. What can you tell us about the rest of that position group?
They're progressing very well. I'm proud of all of them. Every single one of them have taken a step and showed coaches that like they're ready to take that next step forward.
Who should we expect to make an impact this year? Anybody in particular you can single out?
Everybody, I think Vic and James Wiley, they're very good young kids, and they're gonna, play very well.
Do you start to take a leadership role with those guys? What's that dynamic like for you?
It's good. Like they're very good kids. Let me stop saying kid. They're very good young men. So they think I'm big bro, and like they like being around me and stuff like that. I love being around them. We always get extra work after practice, stuff like that. It's a real good bond that persistent groups need to have.
Do you look for opportunities to offer them like tips or advice or anything like that?
Always and every day.
Anything in particular you feel like you've been able to pass on that might have made an impact so far?
Key stacking days. That's my biggest thing. Like you can't get nowhere in life unless you are a consistent person.
Have you matured, you think, since you've been here? You seem like you're a little bit more calm and more like a leader. You think that's changed over the few years you've been here?
Of course, yes, sir.
What do you think's led to that?
Coach Traylor, for real. Coach Traylor is like, he's one of them head coaches that really put like his time, his love into you. And like not a lot of people get that, and not a lot of schools get that. So I'm very appreciative and grateful for Coach Traylor doing that for me.
How do you set the expectations for what this team can accomplish this year?
We could go as far as we can. Anybody can, you feel me? I feel like we're a great team. We got great discipline. We got great players, so we could go undefeated, I can say.
Do you think people outside the program are giving you guys that level of respect? What do you think about the way UTSA is perceived?
Honestly, I don't get into social media like that. All I know is like based off what I've seen and what's in our locker room and what's on the field, oh yeah, we have a real good shot.
Do you guys talk about the potential to make the college football playoff at all? Is that something you guys have an eye on?
Yeah, most definitely. It's definitely since the bracket came out, you feel me? Everybody, every team, every G5 team want to get into that slot. So every G5 team probably have the same goals. We go about it differently.
Who else has kind of emerged as a leader on the defense? Who sort of stands out in that sense?
Definitely a couple guys. Brandon Brown, obviously, but he just stepped in another role. Pee-wee, I see Pee-wee stepping in. Danye, he's being more vocal. Like a lot of players, has been stepping up and really been catching my eye.
What is Danye's presence like in that defense? What does he bring to the unit?
Oh, he'll bring passion. He'll bring great playmaking. He'll also bring leadership. So that's all you ever wanted from a player.
Can you give me an example of maybe something he said or did that gets the group fired up? It seems like that's his role a lot of the time.
Yeah, you just say, believe in yourself, do your 111, let's roll.
We've also heard a lot about Brevin Randall coming in here at the inside linebacker and his potential to make an impact right away. What is it that has made him a guy who is ready to produce from the moment he kind of becomes part of this team?
Yes, he's a great player, and also he has a great story too. So he did a lot trying to just bond with the team and stuff like that, and people like us really appreciate it, especially welcome to our culture. So that was a good thing for Brevin. I'm so happy for Brevin.
Good deal. Thank you, Jimmori.
All right,
Appreciate you coming by.
Thanks a bunch. Yeah.
Talk to you.
Thank you, JJ.